Day 14 of Storytime with Robert Williams. And today we have Mega Meltdown, Spider-Man. New York City was in the middle of a heat wave. Like Spider-Man hadn't broken a sweat as he stopped two bank robbers. Despite the heat, Spider-Man noticed that the criminals were shivering. "If we're going to be stuck here, how about some more webbing, eh?" one of them asked. "Why are all those guys acting like it's cold out?" thought Spider-Man. "It's been scorching for weeks." As he swung closer to Times Square, Spidey's spider sense began to tingle. The wind whipped around him as the temperature steadily dropped. Just then, Spider-Man came across the source of the strange weather. A gigantic portal had opened up in the sky, sending flurries of snow down into the city. Spider-Man with the bank robbers and the portal. Loki, the trickster, god of Asgard, was standing at the top of the skyscraper, clutching a cosmic cube. "Ah, the spider! I invite you to witness the start of my glorious reign," Loki said proudly. "With the Earth destroyed, these pesky Avengers will finally be out of my way." "Yeah, right," said Spider-Man. What are a few snowflakes going to do?" "Just wait until you meet my friends," replied Loki, cackling. The ground began to rumble as Loki lifted up his cosmic cube. Loki and the cube. Suddenly, a horde of frost giants leapt from the portal, crushing parked cars as they lumbered through the streets. Frightened, tourists ran for cover as sparks from the collapsing billboards rained down upon the chaotic scene. "Meet the frost giants of Jonfaham. Now that I have the cosmic cube, they are under my control." Spider-Man knew there was only one thing to do. I'm coming down. Spider shot his web through the air. He sailed over Times Square straight towards one of the giants. "Hey, Snowball, over there," shouted Spider-Man. As he got closer, the giant swung his massive club towards the web slinger. "Whoa, do I look like a bug that needs swatting?" joked Spidey. "I can't blame you, I guess." The mindless giants paid him no attention. They were only concerned with destroying the city. "I don't have enough webbing left to tie up Frosty and friends," thought Spidey, but this could slow them down. Spider-Man fired a web across two buildings. He hoped the barrier would stop the frost giants marching through the city. It looked like the frost giants were finally going to be stopped when, boom! Spider-Man was shocked to witness the frost giants stepped onto his web barrier, causing two buildings to crash to the ground. Just then, Spider-Man spotted the Avengers Quinjet flying overhead. "It's about time," said Spider-Man. He knew that with friends like Avengers, Loki and his snow buddies didn't stand a chance. Spider-Man approached the jet. As he landed on a nearby roof, as the cargo ramp lowered, Spider-Man saw only one hero. One very small hero. "So what's the situation here?" said a tiny voice. "Spider-Man and Ant-Man." "Ant-Man," said Spider-Man, shocked. "Where are all the other Avengers?" "They're busy with Thanos," said Ant-Man. "That guy never takes a day off." Nick Fury called and said there was some trouble in the city. "I'm here to back you up, pal." "No offense, but I was expecting some big guns," said Spider-Man. "How are two bugs going to stop these giants?" "Well, like these two bugs are all New York has today," replied Ant-Man, grinning. Spider-Man knew Ant-Man was right. "Two heads were definitely better than one," said Ant-Man. So Ant-Man grabbed onto Spidey's suit, and a bug duo swung towards the wintry chaos. "Look out!" Ant-Man exclaimed, as one of the frost giants threw a car at the approaching superheroes. "Way ahead of you," Spider-Man responded as he swiftly dodged the vehicle. "But this heavy snowfall isn't making anything easier." "Any ideas?" "Well, if they were to head to Central Park, I could send in some ants to ruin their picnic," said Ant-Man sarcastically. "It's not warm enough for a picnic," said Spider-Man. By the way, that gives me an idea. How much do you know about electricity? More than you, kid, Ant-Man replied. I think I know where you're going with this. Evading attacks from Loki's frost giants, Spidey sprang towards Times Tower, the brightest building in the city. As Spider-Man approached the tower, Ant-Man was able to jump just before the frost giant grabbed Spider-Man's webbing. The giant pulled the web, shanking Spider-Man off the tower. Oomph, Spider-Man exclaimed as he crashed onto the hard cement. Ant-Man knew Spider-Man couldn't hold back the giants for long. He squeezed inside the bright billboard. Once inside, the small hero was able to hack into the main power grid. Hey, big bullies, shouted Ant-Man. How about we turn up the heat? Suddenly, Times Square lit up. The lights became brighter and brighter until the glare from the building was blinding. Hit with 161 megawatts of power, the frost giants quickly began to shrink until they vanished. Your frost giant should have bought a sun cream, Loki joked Spidey. The spider, roared Loki. You did this. Spider-Man quickly shot a web straight towards Loki. I had some help. Not bad for two bugs, huh? When Loki tied up by webbing, Spider-Man grabbed a cosmic cube and opened up the portal to send the villain back to Jotunheim. I'll be back, Spider-Man cried Loki as he disappeared into the portal. Man, we deserve a break after saving the world from Loki, said Ant-Man. You're right, replied Spider-Man, but we need to restore power too. Yeah, but first, Spidey, said Ant-Man, mocking Loki's verse. My ants and I challenge you to challenge thee to a snowball fight. You're on.